Hi everyone. The most important emotions relative to money are fear, guilt, shame and envy. It's worth spending some time to become aware of the emotions that are especially tied to money for you, because without awareness they will tend to override rational thinking and drive your actions. So here are 7 tips to be careful with money. Number 1 is keep track of your spending. If you are not good keeping track of what you're spending, using a simple notebook to write down what you've spent each time means you can see it in front of you rather than trying to recall where your money has gone. Whether you're paid monthly or weekly, write down the amount that you've been paid, then take off all your bills that you need to pay, and then you have a balance of what's left. Underneath that balance, every time you spend, write the amount down and what it was. Once your balance has run out, that's it, nothing left, so that's where managing it comes in. Tip number 2 is separate wants from needs. Do you really have to have that magazine or lunch out or buy that book? If you know your balance is low and you have to eke it out for the month, buying something you don't need will just make you feel guilty. So consider things carefully before you just go out and buy things. Make sure that you really do need it, not want it. Tip number 3 is avoid credit to pay for things. Credit still has to be paid, it's not free. It's just a way to put off paying for it at the present time, and in most cases you will pay interest on it. Keep credit for emergencies, but if you can't resist using it, don't have credit cards. Tip number 4 is try and save regularly, even if it's a small amount, because seeing it build up looks and feels good. Even £5 a week, or even just £1 putting it in a piggy bank, it just gives your emotions that happy feeling. Tip number 5 is be careful about spending significant amounts of money on periodic purchases like birthdays, Christmas and vacations. Don't overdo the spending. It really is the thought that counts, not the value of what you're buying. As I've mentioned before, homemade gifts truly are special because the effort that's been made and always a one-off. If you have a budget when you go on vacation, stick to it, because when you get home you will feel terrible having a debt to come home to rather than those happy memories that you've just made. Tip number 6 is cut or downgrade your services like Virgin or Sky Films or something like that. If you really think about it, how often do you use it? Is it really worth the money? Have you signed up and just let it run without really using it? I mean, in the summertime, do you sit down every few days to watch a film? So just be mindful of your subscriptions and go through and just see if you can just cut them out. Tip number 7 is cut down on people working for you if you have them. Cleaners or gardeners or window cleaner. Now, I don't want to put anyone out of a job, but can you really afford to have them? Can you reduce their services, reduce their hours? Just look and see, because if you really can't afford it, having these services is saving you time, but it's just going to cause you stress and worry over the finances. So look into that. Financial stress can also greatly alter the state of your physical health in addition to your mental health. Money can alter your sleep, your self-esteem and energy levels. Many adults end up stressed or worried about financial affairs, and sometimes may resort to unhealthy coping mechanisms to distract themselves, including obsessing about money, drinking, gambling, and more. It can leave you feeling angry, ashamed, or fearful, and fuel tension and arguments with those closest to you. It can actually make pain and mood swings and even increase your risk of depression and anxiety. So I hope these tips have helped you today. Really go through the money that's coming in and the money that's going out and see if you can reduce some things, and it will make you feel better. I promise you, it will make you feel happier if you can just get rid of some things. So I hope they've helped you, these tips, and if you really are struggling and at a loss as to what to do, then please do get some professional help. Thank you for watching today, and take care of yourselves, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.